Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Martin and welcome back. So IGN have released their next video in their month-long coverage of Destiny 2, this one focusing on Bungie's vision for the game, and there's some rather juicy details in here for us to go over. If you want to watch the full video for yourself, link will be in the description. So in the video we got a look at the world map for Nessus and even a glimpse at some of the activities on display here. One of them being one of the treasure maps located at this destination, and this particular one is called Arcadian Valley. Its description reads, "It was like I was being called closer, like something wanted my help. Then I got to this tower with a triangular doorway and go through. That's when it got really weird. Cade 6. So this treasure map follows Cade's story and what he gets up to in Destiny 2, and this is going to be one of the ways in which Bungie tells stories throughout these worlds. This is just one example of a treasure map, and there's going to be plenty more to find. You can even see more of the same icon dotted across this screen. The world map is also going to serve as a way for players to see what activities are currently available at their current time, such as an incoming public event, as well as what kind of loot you'll be rewarded for completing a highlighted event. As you can see, this public event on screen takes place at the Watcher's Grave in the Arcadian Valley and will begin in 3 minutes and 15 seconds and will reward the player with rare and legendary engrams. So players will know exactly when and where public events will take place, instead of being random and having to guess, allowing us to plan accordingly or meet up with other players. The other activity highlighted in this video is an adventure, and adventures in Destiny 2 are going to act as sort of like side missions. This particular one takes place in an area called The Tangle. Its description reads, "The Vex appear to be capturing the Fallen, and Failsafe wants it stopped." Now, I'm not going to get too much into this right now since we have other stuff to talk about, but the Vex capturing the Fallen is rather intriguing. And in case you're wondering who Failsafe is, she is an AI that will guide us along Nessus. She first made an appearance in the Inverted Spy Strike gameplay that was shown at the Destiny 2 reveal event. Now, on the topic of activities, in this video Bungie's game director Luke Smith mentioned that in Destiny 2 there are going to be certain activities where your loadouts will be locked, meaning that once you start you won't be able to change any of your gear. What you have equipped going in is what you're going to be stuck with, and I'm actually really excited to see what activities where this will be used. Luke Smith also said that there's still a lot of surprises that await us, and he doesn't want to give away too much before launch. They want to leave them for us to discover for ourselves. Now, moving on, something really interesting is that the Iron Temple is actually going to be returning, which, I'm going to be honest, I didn't see coming. Just because of the way Bungie talks about Destiny 2, they made it sound like it wouldn't be returning, or at least in the base game. But it turns out that it is. However, I don't think it's going to be coming back as a social space. Rather, I think it's just going to be some kind of area we'll visit, possibly during the story. For whatever reason, we don't know. But as you can see on screen in this image is the Vitalis. That's the official name of this spinning thing seen in the speaker's room and at the Iron Temple. And you can tell it's the Iron Temple because it's located on top of the snowy mountain of Fellwinter, and there's icicles hanging off the Vitalis. We also saw this shot of these ships flying in, got some really cool ship designs going on here. I really like the look of these, but something else to note about this shot is that the ships are actually heading towards Mercury, and that's also kind of interesting because Mercury hasn't been mentioned as a place we'll visit in Destiny 2. Now, of course, this could just simply be a Crucible map. I don't think it'll be an actual explorable area. I think it'll just be a Crucible map. But as we can see, there are 4 ships flying in, and as far as we know right now, all the game modes in Destiny 2 are said to be 4v4. Next up, something strange I noticed is this weird Vex thing on Nessus. Now, I'm not sure if this is just a piece of scenery or something we'll be able to actually interact with, but I did notice another one of these in one of my previous videos in which I went over a ton of different things you may not have noticed from the Destiny 2 reveal. If you haven't seen that video, there'll be a link in the description. But basically, there was another one of these Vex structures, or whatever it is, on Nessus in a background of one of the shots. So I don't know if it's just a piece of scenery or if it's actually going to be something. And lastly, something else I noticed here in the feed in the bottom left corner of this screen, it says cache code acquired. No idea what this could mean. It could be anything. A story mission or quest item, some form of loot. I don't know, but I thought I'd point it out anyway. So that is all for this video. Now, in case you missed it, Bungie have revealed the exact details and contents that will be available in the Destiny 2 beta, which I talked about in my previous video if you want to check that out. As always, I hope you found this video informative. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.